Hi guys, welcome back. Day two in lockdown. We did pretty good today. I have to admit, my dad did go out to one place that was closed, and my father, he's 85 years old. He has his little run where he goes every morning. He goes to Petco, he goes to Hobby Lobby, he goes to either Lowe's or Walmart, and he goes to this other little aquarium shop that he likes. And he does this every single day. It's what he likes to do. He knows all the workers there, especially in the smaller places. He knows the workers. Um, he's the one that goes out and gets Mina her crickets, and so he likes it that he goes into the Petco and or the PetSmart, whichever one he goes to, and they know him and they see him and they're like, "Oh, how many crickets today?" And he talks, and then he's friendly with this woman. He goes into this a little aquarium shop because he has a 40-gallon tank, and he goes into the aquarium shop and he just usually goes in there to look, or I think it's his little run. He does it every day, and he goes in there and he talks to the women that are there. And he was very disappointed today because he wasn't. I said to him, "You are not to go to any of the big places. We are on lockdown. We are going to do this, and I've got supplies in the house. We're not starving. Um, we're not in trouble. I'm feeding 7 people for the next 30 days, 3 meals a day." And we did buy plenty. We didn't go out and hoard anything. We bought just enough for my family and a little bit extra for my other daughter, because she's working. So we figured, oh, she's not going to be able to get anything. But we don't own 500 rolls of toilet paper. We have enough to last my family for the quarantine. And I got a 25-pound bag of rice, things that we would probably normally buy at Costco anyways. We didn't go out and buy anything that was weird. I have enough flour that I can bake bread every single day for the month, and everybody will get bread. So we're not going to starve. I can't say that it's eating the best. Tonight we made ravioli, and my husband made uh, the sauce for the ravioli, enough for like 2 meals. And I did a lot of cooking. Also, I did 2 big pots of my chicken soup, because in my mind, if I go down, if I'm sick, I'm not going to be able to take care of anybody. And there is nothing in my family that we love more than my chicken soup. It's the best. And when you're feeling sick, it's my family's comfort food. I will make a pot of chicken soup. So I wanted to make sure that there was chicken soup for everybody. If I should go down and I can't make it. So I have that in my freezer. The only thing that we did that was different, I think, I fired up my second refrigerator. We have a refrigerator in the garage, which I never ever run unless we're having like a party and we have to keep something cold, drinks cold, or whatever. That thing never gets plugged in, but I had the kids clean it up and bleach it out, because it's been a while, and uh, I have just ice in it right now. I don't have anything else in it but ice, just to make sure that it stays at a good temperature. And I mean, it works. It's fine. It's a good refrigerator. And I have like everything that I'm cooking, like all the meals, extra meals that are like could be frozen, I'm putting in that refrigerator so that people have microwavable things. And tomorrow, or actually, well, it's 1 o'clock in the morning now. Today, um, we're gonna make a St. Patty's Day roast corned beef for the family. My husband makes it. It's so good. And I'm gonna bake some bread. Uh, I'll film my baking my bread, but It's so easy to bake it. I mean, literally, you need flour, water, um, yeast, and salt. And literally, you get the best, and a little bit of oil. You get the best artisan bread. It is so delicious. Like, literally, it's what you can get in a bakery. And there are plenty of recipes on YouTube. I mean, that's why I don't even like want to like even do one, because this recipe is everywhere on YouTube. And so easy to bake. You don't need anything special. You don't need a Dutch oven. You don't need a bread maker. There's no kneading, major kneading. It's just a lot of mixing. I can make it in um, my KitchenAid with no special equipment, just the regular mixer that I always use. And it literally will take maybe 10 minutes of work at the most. And then you just have to let it rise and then pop it in the oven, and the best bread. So I think that's what we're going to do for tomorrow. We literally have to plan these things out the day before and find out, because now it's like party time every day, because I usually don't cook for 7 people every single day. So I did this. We got nothing else to do, so we're cleaning out. I've been getting on my husband a lot about cleaning out his stuff, because literally we have things in there in my storage closet that we just don't need. You don't need to own things that you haven't looked at in 15 years. I did not even know this was in there. I was like, I just found gold today, and this is the coolest thing. This is the Watergate coloring book. It was put out in either 1971 or 1973, so this is almost 50-year-old coloring book. I didn't even know they had adult coloring back then. This is certainly not a kid's book, and it's all political cartoons done in an adult style coloring book, and it was sold for $1.50. I was like laughing. I'm like, oh my god, you can't even get crappy books now for $1.50. And I just thought I would flip through it on here. Let's see if we have a public. 1973 is the printing on it, and copyright 1973. So this is really cool. It's all like political cartoons and things about going back to Watergate. Now, I'm not a political person. My household's mixed, both right and left side. My own personal beliefs are not anything radical. I am not a liberal. I'm not a conservative. I kind of sit right in the middle of moderate. But this reminds me, like, someday they'll have this book about Trump and the coronavirus. Somebody's got to come out with that coloring book. Give give us something to do. Adult coloring the coronavirus. And the great, I mean, you can get funny on it. If you go on Twitter, now Twitter could be a depressing place. It could be a scary place too. A lot of people just giving their opinions, and you have to pick through it for real facts. But if you go and look up the hashtag panic buying, there's some really funny memes on there about the situations or what people are going to be doing with their toilet paper. And I'm like rambling. I'm not even like, but, well, now I remember why I'm saying that. So you can do a coloring book with the funny memes from Corona, although coronavirus is not in the least bit funny. But if you don't have a sense of humor now, the stress is going to get to you, and that's not good. I mean, I worry about that more, that my subscribers, who I know a lot of people who have depression, and social isolation is really a difficult thing. It's one thing that a person doesn't go out a lot. They're sick. They don't go out, but they have the opportunity. Our opportunity to go out is gone. So of course you want everything that you can't have. So I mean, it's making people like stir crazy in the house. I mean, kids. I don't know about you guys, but when I was a kid, if somebody told me you can't go to school for a month, whoa, that would have been like the greatest thing in the world. There would be no upset with that. Oh, look at this, Nixon. I would do this picture. This picture's fun. And this one too. The buck stops here. Remember that saying? God. Aim for the special prosecutor. Doesn't it make, like, if you think about this, going back a month, just a month, how lucky everybody was. We didn't have half the problems that we have right now in this world. Just going back a month, it started coming up 2 months. Go back 2 months in your life, and everybody's life is different now. I was striving to be a minimalist 2 months ago, cleaning and throwing things out, thinking that's the greatest thing in the world. And now I'm thankful that the other day we had to get water for my husband's CPAP machine, and we couldn't get distilled water. We tried for 4 days. Finally, we were like, we got lucky on it, and we were able to get enough that will last us for about a month and a half with my husband's CPAP machine. And I think a couple of bottles extra for running a humidifier if any of us get sick. Which if you have a humidifier in your house, make sure it's in good, clean, working order in case you get sick, because this is a respiratory ailment. This is a respiratory ailment, and you get the dry cough. With the dry cough, a humidifier will be very helpful, helping you bring everything up. Another thing I wanted to tell you about, I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I'm a nurse. I'm an RN. So when I talk about like this stuff, I don't usually talk RN stuff or medical stuff on the internet. Not anymore, because I'm retired and I put in my time. But if you are out going and getting medications, over-the-counter medications, and I'm not telling you to buy 50 bottles of Triaminic. I mean, that's like ridiculous. A bottle of it will see you through. But there's two types of cough medications. Now that's the big thing with corona, is the pneumonia and the cough. If you should get this horrible virus, and you have a choice and you need a cough suppressant or something for cough, either an expectorant or a suppressant, please do not buy a suppressant for this virus with a dry cough. A suppressant is good if you have a postnasal drip and you're coughing at night. Then you buy a suppressant because you need the rest. If you start taking suppressants, and it says clearly on the bottle whether it's a suppressant or not, if you buy and take a suppressant when you have pneumonia, it'll make it worse. Let's see, what else? Oh, for the fever, for the coronavirus, stagger your medication. You should be taking Tylenol and Advil for the fever. You don't take it at the same time. You take it at the 3-hour mark. So you take Tylenol, Advil, Tylenol, Advil, and that would space out the timing on it. And if you alternate it, it's perfectly safe. The one thing you don't want to do is mix in your naproxen. Naproxen doesn't mix well with I think it's Motrin. So you have to take one or the other, but naproxen, which is also over the counter, Anaprox, um, is another thing that you could take for fever if you don't want to be taking things over and over again. It's every 12 hours. So that's a little tip right there. Um, in my household, what we did is I bought um, stuff for the flu, but not like just medications for the flu. I bought stuff like applesauce. If your throat is hurting you and you can't swallow, applesauce is great. I bought yogurt. Um, don't, but yogurt is not really great when you have a cough or a lot of mucus. Any milk products um, makes more mucus. What else did I buy? We bought some tissues just because you have a stuffed up nose. We bought a lot of plastic bags. Like, if any of us get it, you're going to want to put it into a sealed, like, plastic baggie and then double bag your tissues. And that's just cleanliness. Now, I know everybody's panicking about hand sanitizing gel. Um, a good soap and water. I know everybody's saying this. I'm repeating what's out there, but it is so true. Um, we have, I think, one bottle of hand sanitizer that we bought. We were able to get. Actually, we didn't even buy it. Somebody quit at my daughter's job and forgot her bottle of Purell when she left. So my daughter took home the Purell, and I'm very thankful today. They closed my daughter's shop. They deemed it non-essential, and well, it's essential, and it could have stayed open, but the owner of the place where my daughter works said that there's no reason to take the risk, and I totally agreed. I was very, very relieved that at least I have one other child that's home and can be. My kids are not happy about this, I'll tell you that much. They are cranky. This social isolationism. They actually still have school. They still, all of them, the colleges didn't quit, and say that the in-person classes did, but they're all online now. So my kids still have school, and this, I guess, is giving them more opportunity to study. But my other daughter, she's home now. She said she hasn't gone out in over a week, which I'm very thankful for. But it doesn't even make a difference. Her husband has been stripping in the garage. He comes into the house, and they have a weird house. Their kitchen and bedrooms are on an upper level, and the main area where you come in is like got a bathroom and some bedrooms, and it's a very weird house. I have a weird house too. They have a weirder house. So when my son-in-law comes in, he comes in on the main floor. My daughter's on like the kitchen level where the den is, or the living room and the kitchen, and the bedrooms are on that level. And he takes his clothes off downstairs, puts them in the wash, takes a shower before he even comes upstairs. So at least they're practicing something safe. But I worry about that because he's with patients all the time. So it does, and it makes it worse. He's with respiratory patients. So that's even like scarier to me. But, you got to do what you got to do. We're in a crisis situation. We can't have our medical personnel freaking out about things. And, I support him, of course. So I gave my daughter a jar of applesauce today. And, another thing that I bought for the house, I bought some cans, little cans of ginger ale, which is another thing in case your stomach is bothering you. I got that in the house. Everything I bought is specific for getting the flu. I didn't go out and buy things that were, hoarding all the toilet paper, because this isn't like this is not a diarrhea causing virus. This is a respiratory virus. So everybody's like buying the wrong tissue. You used to buy tissues for your nose. So I have enough tissues for everybody. If every one of us gets it. And the ginger ale, applesauce, chicken soup. I think I'm ready. I'm like, I got my game on for this, or at least my game plan. And my daughter is funny because she hasn't been shopping for this at all. And my son-in-law came in, and my father says, did you buy anything? Are you ready for it? And my father, before today, I was allowing my father to go out. Not that I allow him. You know what I'm talking about. Like, I was not discouraging him. He was making his round, but there was only 19 people in the state that had it. So the chances of him actually picking it up was low. Now he's not allowed out. Now he is in social isolationism completely. But my son-in-law came over, and my father was like, "Did you buy? What'd you buy?" And everything. And my son-in-law was like, "Well, we bought a couple of things. We have 8 rolls of toilet paper." So I walk up to my son-in-law. He's got his little 8 rolls of toilet paper. I'm like, "You can have one of ours. Consider it your inheritance." And my father is the one he's not panic buying at all. So everything is in the house and is ready. And I think we're pretty covered. Tomorrow, early, at like 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to go out and try to get eggs because we're running low on eggs. And that's just something that everybody in the household eats. We all eat eggs. And we got waffle mix. We have enough for 30 days to change up like all our meals so that we're not eating the same thing every day, all day. I need some recipes. I have to go online and get some rice recipe. I bought beans. My husband bought beans, dry beans. And just little packages, like they're like this big, the 1 pound packages. He bought a lima bean and a pinto bean and all these beans. And I've never made beans in my entire life. Literally, never once did I ever. And I've never even made baked beans. Anytime we've eaten baked beans in the house, my husband has done it. So I may leave the beans up to him, but we enjoy rice. I love rice, and I bought plenty of it, which is good because we'll eat rice anyway. But, okay, well, I'm going to get going. It's late. I'm going to get some sleep because I have to be up at 8. And I just wanted to share my Watergate. Remember, I will be doing a video a day. I can't promise you a coloring video every day because some days I'm not going to be coloring. But I will try to do something coloring in every video. But I've got my goal of 30 videos. If I miss a day, I'm sorry. Things happen. But I'm going to try to be there for everyone. And remember, you can email me and I will send you my phone number if you should need me, or you just want to say hello and you want to text me. I can't promise I'm going to answer the phone because if you use my phone number, it doesn't ring in my phone. Everybody that talks to me knows this. My phone does not ring. Not because it's broken. It's the setting. I have it set not to ring unless it's family, and I've always had that. So if you want to text to me, send me a text. You're bored, you're alone, you're depressed, you're anything, just ask me for my phone number. My email address is in the description box, and I will definitely text you back. I have voiced text, so it's easy for me to do. So I will see you guys on day 3. And hopefully it's coming today. I got something special for my kids coming. Um, Ordered. My daughter's birthday was on St. Patrick's Day. I felt so bad for her. She couldn't do anything on St. Patrick's Day, but I'll leave that to another story. What she ended up doing and saying was like crazy. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.